Who's live? Hey, people. How you doing? Back in the workshop. Where's people from? Melissa Saunders. Hey, how you doing? Having fun? Are you good? Sean. Hi. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I just what the fuck? I was doing a live stream. I didn't know that would be in my way. Yeah, I was just doing a live stream earlier, carving some spoons, and put the light on. And then I got hungry, so I went and cooked some food. And I thought everyone had left my live stream. Hey, people of the world, how you doing? I've just been doing some live carving, all sorts of stuff. Little spoons and little guy. These are quite popular. People like this. And so I went to eat some food. Yeah. And I made a walking stick. Made a duck. Whack, whack. Whack, whack. So yeah, I was doing a live stream in here in the workshop, doing stuff with people, and then everyone disappeared. So I came back. I've eaten my food, and I came back. Yeah, got lots of little spoons, different types of spoons. This is the biggest spoon, and this is the smallest spoon. It's a tiny little spoon. So, yeah, I've just been doing that and talking to people about carving, bushcraft, making knives, all that kind of craziness. But yeah, it's another one of my favourites that I just. Is it a drumstick? No. But this is a drumstick that I carved the other week. So there we go. It was a prototype. I made it out of pine, and then I made two proper ones. I made from oak, and I gave them to my friend for his birthday. So that's just the one that's left over. I just did it as a to prove I could do it. It's another one of my favourites that I'm carving at the moment. It's got all the bark on the back. I think this one's spoken for though. I think someone wants this. But yeah, it needs a little bit of finishing in there mainly. Puchoina. Puchania. What's that mean? Barely Lizzo 7. What does Punchiana mean? And then this is a pair. This is a pair of ash spoons. They're made out of the same log. One's this way with the grain inside, and this one is this way with the grain with the rings. So it depends which way you carve the spoon as to which way the grain ends up. Could you see what I'm doing? Well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure who would come back in, but seeing as it's just you, it's just me and you now, then yeah, I can show you what I was doing. Show you this is my tool. This is my tool roller. Look. So this has got all my carving tools in it. This is like a small little gouge for making small details. Got a general carving knife, a little opinel, little French knife with locking blade. So that's in there, and then I've got a couple of frost. These are called Mora knives. So this is what I use for carving wood. This one's a longer one. Yeah, those are the tools, Melissa. Yeah. And this is a shorter knife. Same make, but just slightly different. Easier to do different things with different stuff. Smaller knife. That one's a bit fatter. Can hold this like that. So this is a Robin Wood carving knife. This is a spoon knife. Obviously it's got a curve to it, and that's how you create the bowl like that. You can't see, can you, because of that light? It looks shiny. Yeah, it is shiny. It's very sharp, very sharp. It's already been in my thumb earlier. But yeah, this is how we carve the let's see, I can see it best. It has a little sheath. Yeah, a little sheath, yeah. Because it's very, very sharp. Plus, they're quite expensive, so if you drop it, and it's so thin, look how thin it is. If you drop that, it's really easy to damage the blade. I think I've already done it once on the other one. So yeah, as a little sheath, stop me getting cut and stop me breaking the knife. This is another Robin Wood. It's another Robin Wood crook knife, the little sheath, but this one's a compound curve, so it's got more curve to it. It's for so you can make a deeper hole in there like that, like a katana. Yeah. That's right, Melissa. Where are you from, Melissa? Tell me where you're from. This is complicated. It's a box sheath. So this is the same. This is leather, but this is made of wood. This is a box sheath. So you take this little peg out, and you take the piece of wood apart like this, and then inside it is your crook knife. Look. Now that's one for just hollowing. So that's just for like scraping out really deep into wood. Let me pick this up. Never done this before. You're from Mars. Oh, cool. That'll do me. Sounds legitimate. Sounds definitely like you are from Mars, yeah. And then on the end there, got like a really big gouge, but it's rounded on the bottom. And what that enables you to do, is you can carve spoons with it, but you get a log like that, and it enables you to carve out the log like that. And that's how I carved all that out of there. You're in Area 51 as we speak. All right. So what's that? Nevada? Nevada Desert? Area 51? Somewhere like that, isn't it? You are the only person in here now, so. But yeah, just showing you my tools. That's what tools are for. That's the gouge, 1 inch gouge by Marples. But yeah, what I'll probably do is carve a little bit more of this spoon and see if anyone's interested. It's in Antarctica. Oh well, that's not the Area 51 I know about. Area 51, as far as I know, is in Nevada Desert. So yeah, I'm not sure where you are, but I don't really care. I just thought I was interested. If you're interested in the tools and stuff, the desert one is not that secure. Yeah, no, people have actually like filmed themselves going into it, haven't they? But you're in Antarctica. Wow, I bet it's cold, isn't it? A little bit cold. You can't say you're in Antarctica and it's not cold. But you see what I'm doing, carving? Are you interested enough to watch what I'm doing? The information I'm giving you is classified. Oh, right, fair enough. You're not from Mars, Melissa. Nobody has gone there because it is too hot. It's too far away as well. It takes it's like 6 years or something. 3 years or something to get to Mars. It's not the easiest place to get to, is it? I'm an alien. Duh. She's an alien. I'm assuming it's someone who's young enough to think that that's like fun. So let them get on with it. Where are you from then, Eva? Eva. Eva. Crazy name. No one can pronounce it. Why is everyone always got crazy names on YouTube so you can't pronounce them? It's like just have a name like some English words that people can listen. People can read properly. I don't know. Okay. Got a UFO. Alright, fair enough. So, what's everyone up to? Where's everyone from? There's no one in here. There's only you in here, Melissa. You're the only person here. See what I'm doing? Just cut my finger. No, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, that light is too bright, man. It's too bright. So, what's everyone up to this evening? It's Saturday night in England. I'm in the UK, in England, in Sherwood Forest, Robin Hood country. So, I'm just carving last little bit of a spoon that I started earlier. I did it on a live stream. Wood carvings. Yeah. So what's everyone else up to this evening? I know you're otherwise engaged with the aliens, Melissa. What else? What else do you get up to when you're not chasing aliens? Hello, anyone in here? Anyone talking? What's the big idea? Is anyone chatting? Anyone saying hello? Where are you from? Tell me what you're up to. I'm carving some wood. Carving a wooden spoon. Little pocket spoon. So, yeah. Drinking some beer, watching you make the spoon, bro. Yes, Ryan. What you saying? I'm back because I didn't realise that all you lot were listening to me going, oh, it's no one talking, so I'm gonna go. And I didn't realise you were all there. Good man. As our friend Darcy, I listened into his chat while I made a couple of burgers. So I listened into his chat while I was making burgers. Melissa here she's in the Antarctic in Area 51, and she's an alien. I know, my chat froze, yeah. Ross came and, Rossinio, he came and told me in one of my comments, and I was like, oh, bollocks. But by that point, I was already making burgers and shit, so I've just cooked myself, look. Didn't even notice I'd done it. That's how easy it is with these knives. Yeah, I don't know what everyone really thinks to my carving and chatting shit on the channel job, but it's quite cool. People are interested. Where are you, Ryan? In the middle of Glasgow? In the middle of Glasgow or something? I can't remember what you said, where you were now. Yeah, man. Cool, man. Oh, on the outskirts of Glasgow. I once visited Glasgow. I tried to tell you this once in the chat, but you were blasted, and the chat was moving too quick, and no one could see what I'd written. I once went to Stirling, and no, we went to Loch Lomond, and we hit a pothole and busted a car tyre, and we didn't have a spare. Well, we did have a spare, but the spare was flat, and I didn't know. So we ended up staying in a place in near on the outskirts of Glasgow called Mulgai. I think it's called Mulgai. It was spelt like Mulgave, but it's actually pronounced Mulgai. It's supposedly a pretty sketchy place. But I tried to buy some wheels and tyres off of Quick Fit in Mulgai. Stayed overnight in a hotel, which cost me like 80 quid or something. Me and the girlfriend. And yeah, went to Quick Fit and said, what's crack? Can you get us some tyres? And he went, yeah, they'll be here tomorrow. And it was over New Year. It was like Christmas and New Year. It was in between the time. So I know, like, sometimes some Scottish people don't really like English. So I think he just took the piss out of me and said he could get them. And then I went back the next day and said, have you got or next day, 2 days or something, have you got my wheel and tyre? And he just pretended he didn't know who I was and that he'd never heard of it or whatever. And I was like, fucking, what a dickhead. So I ended up going to a scrapyard near somewhere around there. Oh, you're not for? Yeah, it's spelled like Mulgai, yeah, Mulgai. And so we went to a scrapyard that was run by some Asian dudes because Asians don't celebrate Christmas, so they were still open. And we ended up getting some. I got like two spare tires, a jack, a tire brace. It was only for like a Ford freaking Fiesta or something. So I ended up getting like loads of stuff for like 30, 40 quid. And they were like, yeah, take what you want, just take it. And I was like, okay. So like piled a load of tires in the back. Someone messaging me. Yeah, piled some tires in the back. And some free jacks and shit like that. And then went to stay in Stirling for the night and went round Stirling Castle the next day. It's a pretty cool trip round Scotland, to be fair. We went Glasgow. No, we went up to Edinburgh, stayed in Edinburgh for 2 nights, and then we yeah, well, if I'd have known that the scrapyard in the first place, Ryan, I would have I wouldn't have stayed in a 80 quid hotel in Mulgai, which is a shit tip, and then paid out and then got buggered, but I didn't. But yeah, we went Edinburgh 2 nights, Bread Street, stayed on Bread Street, cool hotel, bit cold though. It was like minus flipping three in the daytime in the middle of Edinburgh or something. It was like Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or something like that. So we went from Edinburgh and then we went to Aviemore. We stayed in Newton Moor, which is next to Aviemore, which is right in the Cairngorms. And we went up there and we did some husky dog sledding. That was expensive, but that was awesome fun. So yeah, we did that in the Cairngorms, and then we went Aviemore the next day, and we did some like quad biking and shit. Went up onto the Cairngorms and the quad bikes, and then we came back, and we were just gonna leave almost. Oh no, yeah, we went. We were just gonna go to Stirling, but we ended up staying in Mulgai, and then we ended up in Stirling, and then we came out. But it was mad. The roads in between. Oh, thank you, Melissa. That's awesome. Cheers. Yeah, give us a like and a follow. Remember to like the stream. And if I'm on again, you can see me next time, can't you? You will. I'll make something. Yeah, see if you want me to make you something. Make a spoon or something for you. But I really appreciate that. Thanks, Melissa. I'm not really concentrating on carving, dude. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just going around in circles. But yeah, what was I saying about Scotland? Yeah, amazing place. What a place. It's fucking nuts. I've been there a couple of times since. Did the old Ben Nevis, and a couple of other little Steel Falls down the bottom of Ben Nevis is like Steel Falls, yeah. It's weird because you think Edinburgh's on the wrong side, isn't it? If you're into like mountains, you're like Glasgow side. That's the mountain side, isn't it? Near Fort William and all that business. But yeah, my chat's probably froze again, Ryan. It might just keep doing this. I think I'm gonna have to go and upgrade my phone. I think that's what I'm actually gonna have to do now. I'm going live on YouTube and have to go and get a decent phone that can actually handle being on a live stream. Yeah, I suppose there is. Yeah, yeah. But Glasgow is like, because we came home obviously like Aviemore, Fort William, and down to Stirling. It's like Glasgow's like, I suppose it's east and west, isn't it? Yeah. I just thinking like Glasgow's like a bit closer to the mountains, or it's Fort William side, isn't it? So it's like a bit closer to there. But yeah, I mean anything. I mean Edinburgh's cool. I like it, but uh, yeah, I like the mountains more, loads more. Coming on nicely. Look how my camera goes freaks out, doesn't it? In this light, my camera. But yeah, I'm just making this whole bit thinner. this thinner. I don't know whether people are. It seems, in particular, Saturday night, no one's going to be interested in carvings from wood, are they? I feel like an old man. Don't see my wood carvings. But everyone's on it, so. But I appreciate you being here, dude. It's cool. It's a bit nuts. I kind of like John's stream, but yeah, it's just crazy, so it's hard to like. And I'm barred anyway. I still can't get in there, so no point watching. Just fucked that up. Gaelic, windy. Haha, yes. Where I am in Edery? Ardery. Why's the hill? Why's the hill? Windy Hill in Gaelic. Really? Wow. Sounds like an amazing place, dude. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. I do love it. I don't know a lot about it. I know more about it than what I've seen. I've been there a few times, but yeah, I'd love to go Isle of Skye and all that business, but fucking pricey. I had a chance to go once with a girlfriend, but she wanted to go around the Northwest 500 or whatever, and then she wanted to meet me in Ullapool. Is it Ullapool? To get the ferry over to Skye. But she wanted to do that like week one, and then like I'll go and meet her on my motorbike and go week two. So I'd have had to like literally drive 500 miles just to get there to go to Isle of Skye. And I thought going to Isle of Skye on a motorbike on a Ninja, that's pretty crazy shit. So I never ended up doing it, but I just let her go on her little merry way. I'd kind of only just met her as well, so I wasn't really sure what the crack was. But yeah, missed out on a chance. Yeah, I never went. I never went, dude. I didn't make it. I should have. I should have gone and just like, fuck it. I'll just drive my ninja. I mean, riding a ninja like 500 mile north into Scotland's just it killed me anyway. I won't be able to do it now. Well, I probably would. I just have to keep stopping every half an hour for a sit down and a think about what I'm doing. But yeah. This wood's tough, man. It's got some right toughness to it. And I've messed up the shape of this bowl a little bit, I reckon. I was going to have a bit of a blaze later, but I've run out, so I'm not. I thought I had some in my grinder, but I just had a look and it's like dust. And I've not got no tobacco anyway, so just a boring Saturday night carving. Sad. Sad, innit? You'd think you'd have some mates at like 45 years old, you'd have some mates you could hang around with, but I kind of do, but not right now, obviously. I don't know. I don't know if I'm boring you to death, bro, but or if you're just in a drinking stupor, just enjoying watching. You can't really. It's really difficult. Like I didn't realise until I started making YouTube stuff. Like how difficult it is to like film shit when you're like, you know what I mean? You kind of need a camera like on the side of your head or something. Um, I did set this one up. I don't know if it'll work any better. Gutted, bro. You've got some stuff called. Oh, you got some stuff called Super Booth. What's that, bro? Super Booth. Sounds like it fucking tears you a new brain. So I do that, and then do that. You can't really see it, can you? Because it's not in the light. Get some light on the job, mate. Let's have some light on the job. Let's set this up, bro. Hold on. There we go. That's that. Yeah, well, it's not out of choice, really. It's kind of necessity, more than anything. I hate seeing this fucking ugly MIG that I've got, but anyway. Maybe that's a bit more interesting. I don't know. But it means I can do some carving, but I can't see comments. Okay, here we go. Move my camera. How's that? You're enjoying yourself, bro. Good on you, man. Well, what I'm trying to do, look, I'm trying to get both these sides like exactly the same. And you can see that this one's got a bulge there, and this one's got like a bit more flat. So I was just taking the bulge off a bit too far. Taking the bulge off of there. It's a bit Jamie Bulger, isn't it, mate? It's mad, bro. See, I went the wrong way there. See, I went the wrong way. You can't see it, can you? Still can't see it. There we go. So I went the wrong way. I went uphill. You see where that is? That's uphill there. What I need to do is go downhill that way. So turn it around and then go that way. Okay. And where I just made that bit of a shitty mistake in there, look, it's gone now. So yeah, and then what I need to do is sort the edge of it out, because they've got to be the same across there, you see. You can see that this one's higher. So make that one a bit lower. Dug it in too far now. Fucked it. So it should really do that way, so it don't rip the grain. It's better. And then do this way. There we go, that's better. Then I can start actually like making the bowl properly. But this is the hardest part, one of the hardest parts, is to get this curve here. Because obviously a knife's flat, quite wide, and it won't turn in the curve, so it's quite difficult to get it. But that one's flattening as well there. But if you look from the side profile, it's about good. But yeah, do a bit of crook knife. There's no one else in here. I don't know if my lives are a bit weird or my phone's not working properly or what, but my chat's not working or something. I don't know. That ash, it's amazing to carve, dude. It's so nice. Makes such a great sound. I know not everyone's into like freaking wood carving and shit, dude, but you'd think YouTube would. I'm not exactly going to blow up. I'm not expecting that, but you'd think someone on YouTube would like. Maybe people just out Saturday night, innit? Most people are doing something else, stabbing the missus or whatever, aren't they? So But yeah, you're unbelievably quiet, Ryan. So I'm assuming that my chat's just died again, and I have to figure out how to get around that. I'll have to have a look at my phone in a minute and see. Clean this bowl out a bit more. Get some crazy patterns in there now. Looks good to carve. Oh, you're still here? Yeah, cool. That's all right. You don't have to say anything. I quite like it, dude. It's got like a bit of a nice curve to the. It's hard. Making a spoon, I think this is how it works. Making a spoon, yeah, easy, right? So look, it's a shit spoon. Just a normal shitty spoon. Some of these, I've got loads more in there, but have a look. Yeah, so like make that a spoon, yeah, tiny little spoon. It's quite easy, but to make a spoon that looks good, which is the object, is quite difficult. This one looks kind of cool. It's got like a cut off there, bit of spalting, nice patterning in there. It's got a cool little shape. I think I need to get rid of that. Do more like that. It's a bit of a curve that up a little bit there. But yeah, to make one that looks good is difficult. To make a spoon that works is easy. Dead easy. Takes you about an hour or 20 minutes or something. But making one that looks good is difficult. I quite like these things, so I'm going to make these are the easiest ones to try. I'm trying to make more of a curve in one of them, but this one I'm going to use this for like ice cream. It's like an ice cream scoop. It's got a few little hairs in the bottom of there. These blades are amazing, dude. They're like, you can just literally take like a shaving off the bottom. You're literally taking nothing off, but smoothing the bottom of the bowl out there. Look. But obviously the profile of the bottom of that will always fit the profile of the blade. But yeah, I'm just dicking around anyway. Got loads of I'm gonna keep him as a mascot or something. But yeah, loads of spoons that I made when I was like first starting out. It's like quite a big one. It's like a fucking hefty piece of wood. It only needs to be like that big and cut that in half basically. But I didn't have a crook knife to and obviously this is dry now. This wood is so dry, bro. But so it's a lot more difficult to carve. Obviously you're supposed to do it out of green wood. All my wood in the last few weeks, all my wood is just dried out. So, but yeah, getting some nice and smooth shape in here, and then I'll thin out the back. Yeah, it's definitely. I wasn't sure what it was when I split this log, but it's definitely ash. Like green in it. It's like buttery yellow. But yeah, you'd think that like two people would walk in and go, "All right, bro, what you doing?" But I don't. So I don't know how YouTube works. Like I don't get it. Like if I'm flicking through people's lives, which I've done in the past, I'm just like bumping into whoever. I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? And whoever's in there, you just get a new live every time you flick up on your phone, don't you? So I don't really get how no one can find you live. I don't know if it's restricted because it's got like knives in it, or even though I just had some kid in here saying she was an alien, which is quite funny. But yeah, I don't get how it works yet. Hopefully I'll figure it out before too long. And see what the crack is. I mean, Darcy's live. Yeah, I know, but you can't even buy stuff off of eBay. What did I try and buy off of eBay? Oh, I bought this. I bought this gouge. Yeah, I bought this off of eBay. It was like 20 quid or something. I think I paid 20 quid. And the reason I got it is because it's a cupped gouge, look. And it's curved that way. So what you can do, if you really want to, you can make a spoon. You can make a spoon with it. Like you can carve a curve with it. So it's not for carving a straight line like a chisel. It's for carving a spoon with it, a dip with it like that. See the profile how it works. But that was a restricted item. I had to get my freaking mum to buy it for me. How sad is that? Because I don't have a credit card, and the only way to verify your age on eBay is if you got a credit card. So it's pretty sad, isn't it, really? But yeah. He has kids in his life and he scoops 3 bottles of wine. Yeah, I know, exactly. He's like, it's vetted, but it's not vetted at the same time, isn't it? People getting away with all kinds of mad shit on YouTube's. But it's cool. But I don't know if they restrict it because I've already been on live for 2 hours or. But literally one person in here, that's you. So I appreciate, bro. But I just don't get how it works. That's all I'm saying. I'm just a bit like, how does it work? If that's the case, how does it work? You know? Just made a bit of a mess with that fucking gouge now, haven't I? But yeah, I seem to be leaning towards this shape of spoon. It's quite easy once you've got a template. Um, yeah, yeah. I guess you got to just. Well, I guess I've done 3 today, so. And I'm not expecting loads of people to stay in. I wouldn't expect like 10 people to stay in my live, but I'd expect like people to turn up and then go, no, this is wank, which is fair enough. But maybe, maybe you need to have your face in the live, or people don't want to talk, or don't want to know, or I don't know. Don't know how it works. To be fair, if this phone holder that you're in at the moment, this thing, it's broke, and I've had to put it in my vice. It should be clipped on the end of the table there. And then I could have my camera like anywhere I want, floating around, just like over there. But it broke, so I've got it in my vice. So that's like the only place I can put it at the minute. Unless I clear a bit of space. Oh, fucking bits of wood and spoons everywhere. I can always clear a bit of space and put it over there. I don't know if you'll see what I'm carving. So, don't know. It's weird talking to someone typing anyway, isn't it? Yeah, you see, you can see me now, but you can't really see like the table while I'm carving. So, but anyway, either way. I wish I was blazing some of that shit you had, dude. What did you say you had? I can't remember what you said it was called. Oh, it was fucking ages ago. Stirling Castle, scrapyard, small guy, blah blah blah. I don't know what pit bikes are called, but you need to fix it every time you use it. Yeah, that thing. It just sat there for like a year. Um, Super boot, whatever that is. Yeah, don't know. What is it? Sativa? Is it like? Is it what is it? Sativa and what's the other one? Indica. There's indica and sativa, isn't there? And there's two different strains of the plant, and then it branches off again and again, doesn't it, into like super skunk number 4 and all that business. Oh, the names just got crazy. Like I used to go to Amsterdam, bro, and like all the names were just like super skunk, Afghan 00 or something like that. Right, it's purple, so it's like a haze, but it smells like oranges. Yeah, yeah, that's the good stuff, man. That is the good stuff. It's like a haze mixed with like sativa, like citra orange or something. Yeah, yeah, super orangey. Yeah, that's the good. That's the peng tang, brother. That's what they. It's not what the Rastas smoke, obviously, but that's the good stuff off the street at the minute. People have been talking about it, orangey. But yeah, it's a kind of. I think it's a kind of indica if it's purple haze, but a sativa if it's orange. So I don't know which one it is. I used to know all that, but then they got like changed all the names, didn't they? You get like Stardog and Headfuck and all those kind of things. MacGyver's Dream and all that. How'd you carve a pipe, bro? Well, they use a certain, like proper smoking pipes, like that. They use a type of wood called burr wood, which is like super like. I don't know if you can see it properly on here, but you see how this grain is like really tight grained, yeah. They use it's like rock hard and it's almost fireproof, but you got to have the right kind of wood. Um, Bin man, it's like Scotland. Scotland's invaded my life. Love to carve a big wizard pipe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, all you do, yeah, is you get like a piece of wood. Like this is a piece of hawthorn, which I snapped off a branch once when I was having a piss. And I thought that this, because it's absolutely rock solid, like I could probably hit that with my knife. I don't even make a dent. Um, it's absolutely rock solid because hawthorn's really tough. But I thought that would make an awesome little kosh. That's where I started making hawthorn weapon stuff. So you want to get something like that, yeah, and then you drill down it, or you can split it in half like that. Oh, fucking on, Instagram's going off. Yeah, you can split it in half like that, carve it, out, and then put the two halves back together if you want to make a really long one. But look it up on videos. I've watched a couple. I'm sure I've watched a couple of videos. What they do is they make it in 2 bits. So they make like the bowl part, and they make like the pipe part, and they like drill a hole in there and then stick it in. That's how they do it. They don't make it together. But look it up, Ryan. It's not that crazy. The wizard pipes. They're called something. I can't remember what they're called now. He got in a fight with a junkie, but uploaded a new video on how to sneak a small dog into a shop. Bin man, what are you smoking, brother? I want some. Bold icon says hi. Oh, nice one, mate. Bold lad. Dense. Are you Scottish, bin man? That looks like bone. Yeah, it looks like bone. It's not. It's hawthorn. You know, like hawthorn trees, they're everywhere, all over the countryside. Get a piece of hawthorn and dry it, and it is absolutely rock hard, mate. Solid. Like if I clonked someone on the head with that, it'd leave a fucking dent like that shape. Which is why it was growing up like that, and I just like went took it. I'm gonna make one. From where, bro? Yeah, well, some junkie dude who's been smoking spice and had like 6 fucking shandies, and then he wants to go and shop and mate, people are just off their heads. That's what it is. Breakdown of society is happening, isn't it? We are witnessing the breakdown of society in Britain, like a first world country 10, 20 years ago, and everyone just like can't handle the debt and the bullshit and the crap lives and the fucking expense of everything and all that. So everyone's just off their head. Yeah, where are you from, Bin? Where are you from, Bin man? I know he's in Scotland somewhere because he told me before. I still can't pronounce that. Airdine, Airdine, Airdire. Yabba dabba, G-Town stabber. He's in Aberdeenshire. But Aberdeen, that's not at the top, is it? That's Inverness at the top. Aberdeen's like, isn't that below Glasgow? It's underneath Glasgow, isn't it? Lowlands. I don't know. There you go. You two have just Scottished on each other. I knew it was Scottish. I knew you were both Scottish. It's like an invasion, you can. You can, me laddie. I did some work. I worked in a mate did make shops, shop fitting. So we built a shop. We built a farm foods in a place near Edinburgh called Bowness. It's opposite Edinburgh on the 3rd of the 4th. Oh, so Aberdeen is right at the top. Yeah, yeah, near Inverness. Yeah, yeah. You're rural, but you still get wrong uns. Yeah, like what's crackhead doing at middle of countryside in fucking Aberdeen at the local shops? Mad, isn't it? But yeah, that's all. Oh, that's my favourite subjects. Talking like what we're saying about like just society just fucking breaking apart, man. You can see it. Everyone's just fucked. Everyone's shagging everyone's missus. Everyone's just on drugs. I mean, not everyone, clearly, but the sort of things that used to like happen on the low, like things happen in your town, but like no one says anything. It's just like out in the open. No one gives a fuck anymore. People just driving across car parks instead of going round and just mad shit. No one gives a fuck anymore, do they? A Choctaw. I'm a Ouija. He's a Choctaw. I'm a Ouija. Is that why? Is that different? Like, because he's from Aberdeenshire and you're from like Glasgow or something. Ouija. Old Choctaw taught me how to keep bees. There you go. Fucking Scottish Gaelic going on. Bloody foreigners. Foreigners in our country changing our language to Gaelic. No, I'm only joking. You guys funny. But yeah, I did some work up in Bowness, and there was a guy there, a young lad, There's two Scottish guys who work there actually. There's a young ginger guy who introduced me to the word wifey. That's what I used to call his girlfriend, his wifey. I know it's not Gaelic, it's like Scottish slang, isn't it? Like, what do you call it? Tenement slang or something. I don't know. But yeah, he was really cool. Old guy called Charlie, who was an electrician. We called him Charlie Chalk. He did it every week, right? This guy, he's Glaswegian, known so Ouija Glaswegian, or is it Rangers thing? I have no idea. Glaswegian, so I'm called a Ouija, right? Glaswegian, yeah. It's like Brummy. What's like Brummy? That other word you said. Chukta. Brummy. Ouija. Chukta. I'm probably not saying it right. I'm fucking dyslexic and irrelevant, mate. So, Weegi. Weegi. Brummy. Weegi. Weegi. Like wiggy. Like a wig. Like wiggy. Yeah? It's like being a Scouse or a Brummy. Yeah, I get you. So you're Glaswegian, so you're Weegi. I get you. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, this old boy Charlie, he was an electrician. He was doing the electrics in the shop who were making a farm foods. 97, I think it was like 97 freezers in this farm foods. It's fucking massive. And yeah, what he did is every week he asked us if we wanted to do the football coupons or something. He did like a sweepstake. So he'd take a quid off everyone at the weekend, no, like Thursday or Friday. He'd take a quid off everyone, and then if your team came up or whatever, you'd win the couple of quid. Turns out he he never even watched football. He just got like 10 quid off everyone in the fucking shop every week for like 3 or 4 weeks before we realised that he was just scamming us and he never told us who won. And it was just this old boy from Edinburgh called Charlie, and he was just like got like 40 quid out of everyone. I was like, you fucker. But that was cool. We stayed up there. We stayed up there in Bowness and stayed in a B&B up there and had breakfast every morning and stuff. It's fucking cool. It's a nice place. I like Scottish people. Martin, that was the other guy. Ginger guy is called Martin. He taught me wifey and you can for like, do you understand? Oh, are up the Rangers. Rangers. Don't know. It's funny, isn't it? The word Celtic, because the language is like Celts, like Braveheart, Celts, and Celtic. But it seems like they pronounce the football team like Celtic, which is weird, isn't it? Hail, hail. Fucking hell, these two are going to have a rook in here now. We got a Rangers fan and a Celtic fan. It's all going to go absolute blinding, isn't it? Yeah, the bowl's coming along nicely, mate. Does that look like a spoon? That's the one I made earlier from that bit of log, what I knocked apart and had that bit on it. Does that look like a spoon? Does it look good? I think Ryan Celtic. I'm Aberdeen all the way up the Rangers. Not even into football, mate. You know, last time I proper watched football properly was Italia 90 World Cup Gaza and um, Then we did, what was it, France 98 or something, 2000 or something. It was like in France one year, the World Cup, and we went to the pubs and like had a great time. Got smashed. My mate Kev was in the pub at the time. I was about 18, I think. Went to the pub, watched football with Kev, and Kev had decided to take some acid on the way there. So he was sat watching the TV and he was like getting pissed and he was like well into it. And then someone scored. I can't remember. It was a France game. It was in France, and France were in the semi-finals or quarter-finals or something, and it was to like get into the semis with England. And yeah, he was absolutely off his box, like spilling his pint everywhere. And the TV was up on the wall before they had proper big TVs. It's like 2000s or something. And he tripping his balls out, and did they miss the penalty or something happened? A penalty came up or something like that, and he fucking jumped up off his seat like that, and like threw his pint, and it just went flying into the TV. And it's like smashed all over the TV. It's fucked, mate. And we were like, "Kev, what you want?" And he was just like, it like fucking tripped him out. I think it like made him come up or something. It just came up on it. This acid, like. But yeah, interesting fella, Kev. It's fucking weirdo. Funny, but yeah, weird story. It's funny, isn't it? It is difficult. Not difficult doing lives. Like my life's difficult. I'm on a YouTube live. I've got running water. My life's difficult, but it is difficult. Like chatting away. Like I tell a little story like that, laugh to myself, and then I think, oh, there's no one else fucking here. I do think it's weird. I don't know what you guys think about this, but might as well get deep for a minute while we're here. It's gone 10 o'clock, hasn't it? It's like I can say what I want. I can talk and stop and go, oh no, I didn't mean that, and come back and I don't have to spell things and type on a. It's like two levels. Like you guys are chatting away, listening, like talking. Uh, I know you're listening, Ryan, dude. It's all good. Um, but yeah, you guys are chatting in the comments, and like when you're in a live and you're like typing, it's like I've done that before. I'm typing like three different comments to like catch up with what someone's saying. By which time you've missed all the other comments because you're concentrating so hard on typing into. It's such a weird like format. It'd be more. It'd make more sense to me if going live. I know they do this on TikTok because I used to be on TikTok. It'd make more sense if you're going live. If you could just go live with like someone else, do you know what I mean? And have like a couple of people in your live actually talking, and then like the minions down the bottom like typing away, like trying to keep up with everything. Because it's weird, because it's like a conversation going, like when we were in John's lives before, there's a conversation going on. He's like off his head, fucking doing whatever, isn't he? But then there's a conversation going on there, but then there's a conversation going on like down here as well, and it's like two conversations, and it's like, well, it's 10 conversations if there's loads of people in it. But it's such a weird format. You'd think it was more like, like COVID when everyone did like video streaming work and fucking college and all that shit. You'd think it'd be more like that, where you just get people popping in and they're like, hey, mate, or whatever. You get like 6 people. I know you can do that, and you can do that on TikTok. I know you can, but it just seems odd to me. Yep, there's my battery going. Look, luckily I've got a plug. I can plug it in over there. But I do feel bad. I should really be like having a smoke right now and like chatting shit and coming up with like a new way to fucking empty the bins or something like that. But yeah, I've always found it weird on every platform, and it's the same in comment section, especially like Instagram. I fucking hate Instagram. The people on Instagram. You can't have a conversation properly because of the way that they don't chronologically order each other. And if you're looking through a conversation that's happening, if you're interested in something like you're looking at a conversation that's happening, and it's like one thing, and then another, and another, and another, and then that person has answered that person. And so you got to go back 4 things, 5 things to like go back to, oh, what did that person say? And it's like it's all open and free to use, and you can type whatever you want. But the way it works means that you can't really have a proper conversation in there. And it's like people misconstrue things. Obviously, everyone's a fucking retard as well. The fucking average IQ of humans is like so low that like we have to fucking put up with the level of retard rather than being clever or whatever, because we're lowest common denominator, isn't it? Well, it is, isn't it? What's the average IQ? They say like 95 or 98, 100 or something. Like, no one can ever work it out. But it's, if you think that the average is 100, say it's 100, yeah, it's not, but let's say it's 100, that means 50% of the people are less than 100. And some of the people, not quite 50% maybe, are in a little bracket there. And then there's a few, so 50% of people are here. And then there's a few people that are like really clever, go up to like 130, 135 or something like IQ. Just genius level, isn't it? Like 160s. But not many people are that way. But they bring the score up, don't they? But the average, if it's an average, that means like half the population is just absolute fucking montard. Pond life. I find John's lives hard unless there's different mods present, as I don't want to ban people thinking it's wrong for me. But to him, he's like, leave it, but leave it. But if it's something offensive, you have to think. Yeah, it's this is the other thing I've been learning loads about lives while being in other people's lives. Ha! It's fucking mate. What's worse than a mong or a tard? Fucking mong tard. But you're just surrounded by them all day, aren't we? That's why it just pisses me off that we have to live on like this level just because everyone else is a spack. It's like, why can't we say, fuck you, you're a retard? We do it like this because we're cleverer than you. We all have to live on the lowest common denominator. It's like, yeah, and common sense is common sense. But this is what's happening. This is how we know that the government's fucking with us and changing things and doing stuff. Because if you can't make clear sense of what they're saying and why, like women can be men, whatever, men can be women, kids can be cats, whatever, and all that confusion, it's literally purposeful confusion, isn't it? It's Babylon. Yeah, that's what the Bible described as. I'm only fucking talking about the Bible now. I've just gone mental, but that's what they called it, Babylon. That's what like Rastafarians call the coppers, because the babble. It's like language is fucked and you can't understand, and it's confusion. It's law, isn't it? Law, legalese, and all that shit. But yeah, it's hard when you're in someone's life as well, because John wants. This is what I was saying about it. John wants to chat to the bots or whatever, or the randoms that come in, and that's cool. That's the way it should be. Because banning them, unless they're just writing like Niger or whatever, banning them don't do anything anyway. It just stops them being in your life. But what you want is people in your life talking. So the best thing you can do is, apart from the really random ones that are like very fucking offensive all of a sudden, is keep everyone in your life. Let them just say what they want, like whatever. It's not me, is it? And it seems like the lives when John was doing them, when he started saying, just leave them, I'll just talk to them, it seemed to make the numbers in the lives go up. Yeah, it's anything bad. All the bad shit in the new world. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, I just leave them in there. I mean, if a 12-year-old comes in and goes, have you ever put your finger in your bum? It's like, I don't care. Just fucking ignore it. Like, it's dumb, isn't it? It's only when the people start spamming and you can't see the chat and it's all a bit. But I don't care enough about YouTube. This is the thing. I think the people who don't really care about YouTube, like they just make a video, have a laugh, and fuck off to the pub, they're the ones who make it because they don't care. The ones who are like, oh, mods, can you take that person out of my chat? And oh, don't talk like that, and or whatever. And they're being specific and purposeful. I mean, you can see I don't give a fuck because of some of the videos I put out are like total, like they're edited really crap, or I've just, you know, took a video of a fucking rabbit or something and just uploaded it. Rasters. Where are you? You're behind in the live if you're still on Rasters, bro. But yeah, that's why Rasters call coppers Babylon, isn't it? Babylon. Talk shit because they're legalese and the way that they get you. I could get into all that shit all night, mate. All night about law, legalese, the language, the way it's all old. Yeah, well, this is the thing. I think John's like pretty cool. I'd go to the pub with him. I'd get pissed with him. I don't know if I'd sleep in a car with him. I won't go that far. Or share a hotel room with him. But I'd go and get drunk with him and shit. I'd probably invite him into my house to have a cup of tea or whatever. But yeah, he's a little bit like unhinged, isn't he? He can be like, he can just like, I watched some of his lives after he kicked me out. Yeah, I just watched, I just listened to it like in the background, like while I was doing stuff. And some of the stuff, I was like, dude, you can't just say that out loud. Like, well, you can, obviously, free speech, whatever, but people are going to think a certain way. And it was just, he was fucking going off on one about like Hitler and like, I don't know if he's just trying to be shocking or what, but yeah, he says some mad shit. What was he doing today? Saying he was a pirate and fucking, I don't know. It's cool, it's all entertainment, do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, he'd probably say, oh, I just say it to like, but it's like he don't break character. He's not in a character, so he don't break character, and it's hard to like fathom which way he's gone with it. It's like, does he mean that, or is it? I don't know. He's gone on about being far right earlier. He's like, I'm far right, yeah, blah blah. It's like it's a rite of passage or something, and it's doesn't even mean anything because he just blasted it and made the whole world think that far right meant one thing when it doesn't, or make everyone think that they're far right when they're not. That's what they did. Change the language. You think he felt bad on your life today? What? Because of the whole like locked out of his channel or something? Is that what you think he felt? I know he's tried to like get back in touch because he's messaged me. Well, not messaged me. He's commented on videos and like he commented on videos and like I think the guy's sound. YouTube. I'd go and meet him. I'd go to the pub. I'd go take him around Matlock. I don't know if I'd take him on back on my bike. I might break it, but I'd take him round. Do you know what I mean? I got to meet him and show him around the place and all that. But um, yeah, he like literally made a live yesterday, and then messaged me and said, "I'm going to go live so you can find out if you can get back in again." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can get in your live. I just can't say anything, or I can say something, but no one can see it." I was in there earlier. You were saying something in there, bin man, about something. I can't remember what you were saying now. I was cooking, but I just can't say anything on there. No one can see you. So yeah, I know that he's tried to like get us back and like get us back involved, but he can't figure it out, or I don't know, or he just knows that he can't figure it out, so he's just saying that to make it look good. But either way, I don't think he's a terrible guy. He's probably done some mad shit, and he probably like, I don't think he'd rob his mum or out, but he's a bit of a mad dude, isn't he? But yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's nothing to do with John whatsoever. And he's like, "Well, you're in," and I'm like, "Well, I'm subscribed and I'm in," but it just won't allow it. Plus, my phone's a bit shit anyway, because like the chat disappeared earlier, didn't it? For about 25 minutes. I was just like, it says there's 5 people in here, but there's no one here. And it's like, so yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't want him to feel bad because it's kind of not his fault, even though I think he did drunkenly like press buttons. But it's so easy. Like I can just I can click on your name now, Ryan, and I can just just click on hide user by accident, and you're gone. I don't know how to find you to unhide you, and I think that's what's happened. I think he's pressed his fucking big sausage fingers into the screen. I've ended up getting banned, and he don't know how to unban me. So your username, as your name is Lions, but you have a different username. Yeah, well, the channel thing is called Lions Fix It Shop, which is here. But my like at, which is your like email for YouTube, my at is Rhythm 24". So it's like, I don't know whether you're supposed to change your at to your channel name or change your channel name to your at, so they're both the same. But you see, I come up, I come up in chats as Lions Fix It Shop. But then when someone messages me or comments in a video or something, it says at Rhythm 24". So yeah, either or, both are, aren't they? And I think people get. I think when you've got a proper monetized channel and you've like really bothered, then you've got to like. You got to think about what you want to be called and shit, aren't you? What are you laughing at, Ryan? Me chatting shit. I'm just chuntering, mate. This is the thing. I could sit here all day just going about some any old bollocks. Which, when you watch people's live streams, that's exactly what they're doing. Even if it's not interesting, that you've got to give them props for being able to talk for 3 hours about some shit pizza what they made. Do you know what I mean? There's a girl at the moment, a Canadian bird. I can't remember her fucking name now. It's going to do my head in. But someone went in her live and like gifted membership out to loads of people. I ended up being a member of her live, and I never paid for it. And she keeps popping up. This like off gingerbird from Canada, and she does these like. She makes like mediocre media type pad thai or whatever. She makes these like shitty dinners, and then sits in front of the camera like jibber jabbering and chatting while she's fucking stuffing her face together. Well, sausage fingers. Well, it's like the king, isn't he? I got 6 subscribers so far, but heaps more on my shorts, according to YouTube. Well, your subscribers are like, you know, when you go to like my videos, no, you go to you at the bottom. It's on that corner, isn't it? On that side of your phone, and it says you or whatever, and it brings up like your history, like your favorites or whatever. I don't know, and then it says your videos. At the top of there, you can click and it says show channel. I think it's called. It's under your name, and it says show. Yeah, show channel. You go to show channel, and then that shows you the page that everyone else sees when they come and find you. And at the top of there, that's the subs. Yeah, and the subs take. Yeah, so if you're talking about views, not subs, the views take ages to like. I've got a video with like 22,000 views on it. It's fucking me sharpening that knife. I don't know why, but for some reason it's got like 22,000 views on it, and like 50 people have liked it or something, which is probably like one of the things that keeps going. But I don't know what makes what better or worse. Because technically, if you've got like a channel and you do roughly the same thing every time you make a video and it's like it's all right and people see it, you get the same amount of views every time or the same amount of likes. And if you're only getting like 5 likes per video, it makes sense because you're like, well, same 5 people have probably liked it or whatever. But when you get one video that's like 22,000 likes, it's like, Why? I'm just sharpening this knife. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you talk about views, the views take ages to click on. They don't take ages to click on, but I got my subscribers on like Monday, and then I woke up yesterday and I had a notification from YouTube that said, "You've got 50 subscribers." I was like, well, that took 4 days. So like the views and like even if you go, there's a thing called YouTube Studio, isn't there, where you can like check your analytics out and it tells you what percentage of male and female and how they found you and where they came from and all that shit. Even when I go on that, my views on there are different to my views on here. And then each video has a different amount of views as well. So I don't know if one's views, as in they've looked at it, and one's views where they've actually watched the video from one end to the other all the way to the end, and that's a proper view. That's what they call a view. So if you've got like 10 views on a video, it's 10 people have watched it from start to finish. If someone just scrolling on shorts, because they're all well, they talk about shorts, aren't they? If you're just scrolling on shorts, that's 10 people just going. They've not really watched it, have they? And it tells you on one of the analytics, it tells you how many people have watched your video all the way to the end. So it might be something like that. I don't know. That's why the difference is on yours anyway. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably boring as fuck to listen to me chatting away. And I'm starting to get like a dry. I'm starting to get like a dry mouth because I'm like constantly talking. Not that it bothers me. I think it's cool. It's nice to chat shit. But I do what I wish is if I'm talking to someone like you guys, because you two are sound as fuck, um, or completely mental because you sat here listening to me, one or the two. um, I'd like to actually be able to talk to you like easier, but it's difficult because I can say a million words a minute, and you're like fucking trying to type away, just saying yeah or something. You know what I mean? And it seems like a massive imbalance. Like what I thought on TikTok, it was like because you were like the idol or whatever, yeah, you were like the celebrity person. It's your channel, and all the plebs at the bottom were the ones like, hi, say hello and mention me and all that, trying to like gain fucking experience points or whatever. It's like there's the high person, the person whose channel it is who's talking, and the plebs on the bottom. And it creates this like idol. You know, some people, because some people, you know, like fucking KSI or whatever, people have idols. Don't expect kids or whatever, women, people with easy minds to change, like women and kids. They've got like idols, haven't they? And they'll go and like watch someone, and they'll go and like, oh, this guy's cool. He does this or whatever. And they got like it's like idolatry, isn't it? Worshipping fucking each other rather than like the way it should be, where everyone's in together and the same thing. I get it, but I just find it a bit weird. I think it's very odd that they have this system. Hopefully, I've lost one of you by now because I'm just talking shit. But I'll have to go and find you, Mr. Binman. I know I'm subscribed to you, but I'll have to go and find you because you said you'd made a video of fucking getting attacked by some crackhead. So I'll have to go and find you and find out what that is. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, this is the other thing at the other end of the scale, isn't it, Binman? You can go on a live stream where there's yeah, I've already said to you, but I haven't found you. I don't know if I've gone and found your video. I didn't know you had some videos on yet. Um, but yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? You got people who have got like, if you get like, maybe it looks like more than 50, 60 people in your live, it's just carnage. There's no way you can't. There's no possible way you can read the comments. Is that your at? I don't know if I can take a screenshot of my own live. Maybe. Oh yeah, did. There you go. I've Josh Barak, Binman. Josh. That's my nephew's name. My young nephew, Josh. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. But yeah, it's the same with other. Like if I go into live and I say, "Hey, hello, how you doing? What you up to?" and someone eventually says like, "Oh, hey, Lions Fix It Shop, what you doing, where you from, or whatever," I'm like, "Oh right, they're fucking clicking with something." But if you just go to someone's live and they're shaking their ass and it's just like there's just fucking chat going like that, it's just like I'm not writing anything in there because by the time I've wrote it, it's gone. So it's like pointless. And this is what I mean. It's not a very good platform when you think about it for actually interacting with people. It is on a small scale. You get like 20, maybe 30 people who are having a proper conversation. It makes sense. But when you got like 1,000 Arabs and 200 kids and a million other people just going, just blasting shit into chat, it's just pointless. There's no point being there. Well, it's pointless. It's the point of watching it, but there's no real point in being there to like interact or say hi. But I always think same with videos. You know, people put out rage bait videos. Yeah, people put out videos and they just like literally like spell stuff wrong, say stuff wrong, do it on purpose. Karen's this and all that, blah blah blah. Um, and they do it just for rage, so people are like getting the comments like, why don't people see that that's what's happening and then just not comment? Like the whole comment section on videos like that should just be empty, and their whole agenda, their whole like profile and personality should just disappear because no one wants to hear it. But because everyone just goes, I hate this video, I hate that you doing this, or oh la la la. It's like you're just making them fucking famous just by saying you hate them. It's better to not say anything and then they don't get famous. And I know people don't see it like that, but that's what I was talking about, where like got normal people who are kind of switched on and fucking retards, wrong'uns and dumb fucks. But yeah, I think loads of people on internet, like people who go and find someone on Instagram that they hate and go and like try and slaughter them in the comments. And it's like, the more comments you write, the more money this guy's making, dude. Like, you're better off deleting all your comments off of everybody's streams. No, no, that's true. And I put when you go live, it asks you, "Is this live for children?" I don't know why, but it says, "Is this live for children?" And I'm like, "No, not really," because I'm like fucking playing with knives and shit and axes and that. So it says, you know, do you want to? Is it for children? And I just put no, because I'm just like I don't want to go there. Um, and then earlier, someone was in here. It's when I first came on earlier, about an hour ago. uh, there's a kid in here. I can't remember her name now. She's like, I'm going to subscribe. And I was like, oh, where are you at? Where are you in the world then? I didn't know who she was at the time. Melissa Summit, fucking I know. And she said, like, oh, I'm on Mars. And I was like, all right, fair enough. You don't have to tell me, like, cool. You're on Mars, cool. And and then she said, oh, I'm in Area 51. And I was like, all right, you mean like Nevada desert? Yeah, cool. And she was like, no, in Antarctica or something. I was just like, fucking hell. I'll just leave her to it. I'll just like go, oh yeah, okay, cool. I mean, she kept going on about how she was an alien. Someone tried to argue with her, and I was like, "Why would you bother arguing? It's a kid. I think so. So there was a kid, or it seemed like a younger person, in my life just now chatting shit about being an alien. So even though I said I don't want it to be made for kids live, there's still some kid going in here anyway. So I don't know. I don't know how it works really. But yeah, I don't necessarily, especially this time of night, especially like chatting about stuff like that. I mean, some things, like if you were doing some bushcraft and you were showing kids how to do something simple with a, sometimes I've taught kids bushcraft before in schools and stuff for school programs. But generally, you don't really necessarily want kids in your lives. No, you don't really want them in there, do you? It's not like aimed at them, is it? So yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know. I think Darcy's the same. He didn't really want them in there, but I think he's just a bit of a slag where it's like it don't matter. He don't care who you are. If you're in his live and you're chatting shit, you're bringing people in and you're making it interesting and it's giving him something to talk about, and so he just don't care. I don't think he's a. I don't think he's a weirdo. All right, to be honest, don't think he has a clue. I don't think he's like that or anything. Not into kids, all right. Maybe if it was like a 20-year-old girl who like got involved with, maybe a bit, But I don't think he's like weird. But generally, yeah, I don't want kids in here. And if they did come in, I'd just chat to them and go, yeah, all right, mate, whatever. Like you think you're an alien? Cool. Do you know what I mean? I'd just be up for it because I've taught kids before. I've worked in schools a couple of years ago now, but I've worked in schools and I worked with climbing centre for the local council and stuff like that. So I've worked with kids. I do get it. So, but yeah, you don't want them. I don't know. I don't really care about other people's kids. It's up to them what they do. But at the same time, it's some. Yeah, you don't really want them in there, do you? What you're saying you were doing with your bees then, dude? You were saying that they're not. You didn't get over to see them or something. Are they in like a different location or something? You said they were like you didn't get to see them until after work or something. Because that'd be cool. I'm quite into like the bee thing. I don't know if I'd ever have any, but connecting to apprentices. Yeah, what when you were painting and stuff? Ah, your bees are right. Okay, I get you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should definitely do it, man. It's I know there's a lot on TikTok that sell honey. Um, they get quite big with it as well. But it's kind of like a local thing, isn't it? If really, if you want to be selling, it's like you want people to come and get it from you on a Saturday morning or something, don't you? I suppose you could post it. It's a bit mad, but don't know. It's an interesting thing because honey's obviously like got massive healing properties. It's really good for you if you've got like hay fever. If you eat honey from local honey, it can help you with your hay fever and shit like that. And it's good for all sorts. You can stick it on fucking wounds and bruises, burns, all that kind of stuff. So it's got really big heat, and it's is it the only product? I think it's the only product, natural product on Earth that doesn't rot or doesn't go off. It stays honey forever, or in some form forever. So it's an interesting thing, anyway. You haven't been out there since your trainer died, but I want to get back into it. He taught me since I was 8. Oh wow, yeah, 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 yeah. Do it, man. It's like I don't know. I assume that's because you feel a bit shit because he passed, and you're like, bit of a don't know how to like approach it or something. And do you feel a bit? Yeah, I know what you mean. My dad passed like 2 years ago, and I don't even really know what to do about it. To be honest, I just kind of go, okay. Watched him die like in hospital basically because they said they couldn't do anything for him, and I was just like, okay, whatever, like let it happen. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But maybe this is your cue to like you know, enough now. You can teach other people. Maybe you can teach nephews and shit what to do. Yeah, man, that's hard. That's hard. I'm really sorry to hear that, man, because obviously you love them in some way, shape, or form. You like felt connection with him or whatever. That's cool. But I guess you gotta take. And my old B mate died. Yeah, man, it's fucking hard work, mate. And it's only going to get harder as you get older as well. Got dry throat again. Yeah, it's going to get harder as you get older because more and more people are just going to start fucking dropping. Imagine when you get to your 60s and your 70s. I don't know how old you are. Like, I think you're a bit older than me from how you talk. Yeah, some heartbreak, man. But then imagine like when we get to like 65, 70, people of our era that have been drinking and shit like that. November, yeah, right, okay. And then he died in January, right? So that's pretty raw, man. Yeah, I don't even really want to talk about it with you if it's a bit too raw. But you're 28. Ah, I thought you was older than me. Now you're a bit younger than me. Yeah, yeah. I get it now. Okay, yeah. But imagine our generation when we're like 65, so in like 20 years' time or something. People who have been like smashing coke and beer and fags and shit for like 65 years. The people are just going to be dropping like flies, mate. Like it used to be when you get to your granddad's age or grandma's age, they would start seeing their friends disappearing. They've had grandkids and they've had the kids and they get ill and they're old. But I think it's going to start happening younger and younger because we've just abused our bodies, haven't we? Someone who's like my age, I know loads of people who are just fucking smash heads, mate. That's all they've done all their life is just like drink, smash, get out weekend, get on it. So they're not going to last another 30 years. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. That's another that's another fallacy as well, isn't it? I've had my time with it like the 20s, even like 10 years ago maybe. 8 years ago. I've had a bit. But it just gets boring, doesn't it? Eventually I just got bored. I get bored of beer. But because I don't hardly drink, when someone says, "Do you want to go to the pub?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, quite enjoy it because it's an interesting thing to do because I don't do it all the time." But if I went to pub like 24/7, I'd just rather fucking kill myself, mate. I'd be so bored. Um, but yeah, that's a good thing, man. It's the best thing ever because it gives you life experience and you got something to talk about, and you're like, "Yeah, I've done that, done a bit of this, a bit sketchy." Do you know what I mean? It gives you a bit of wise and a bit of streetwise and that. But you're also wise enough to go, mm, not that bothered anymore. Plus, it's expensive. Plus, it's not even coke. Not one bit of it's cocaine. It's benzodine, fucking Adderall, and amphetamine or whatever. It's not. It's nothing. It's not even got any cocaine in it. The novelty wears off, and the attention from the women wears off, and you feel bored. Yeah. Well, 100 a gram. Fucking hell, mate. That is expensive. Yeah. We're playing 40 and a half. So, like, well, 45 probably on a half. But that's from someone that they knew. That was like 3 years ago or something. 2 years ago around here. But it's so crap that obviously you're paying 40 on that and it's obviously going to be no good, is it? So, but yeah, it wears off. And the next day you feel shit and it's not even proper cocaine. So, last time I had decent cocaine, it was like um, 2001 or something. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, if it's good stuff, I guess you're paying more for it. Yeah, it's like 50 on a half or something. But yeah, a lot of the time it's no good anyway, and it's like The other thing I did is I didn't take some. Yeah, it's probably toxic shit that's in there that it's cut with as well. Yeah. Um, but one of the things I did, I went to a race meeting at Santa Pod, which is like a drag strip in Northamptonshire. It's about 2 hours away. Um, and I was with someone who didn't really agree with it at the time, this girl. And so I was just like, oh, I'm all right, lads, don't worry. And they were like, what side I'm with? And then they kind of, I think they twigged like, oh, he's with her, so he's trying to not look like a prick or whatever. And I didn't have any, and they all did. For just, it was only a couple of hours at night while we were like having a beer and getting ready to go to sleep and that. But they were like partying. Um, and I just realised like that they were talking shit, and none of them acknowledged it, and none of them went, "What are you talking about, mate?" Or none of them challenged each other. They'd all just went along with the bullshit, and I was just like, "Is that what I'm like? Is that what I do?" Because obviously, if you take it and everyone in the room's taking it or whatever, a party or something, or in the pub, or whatever, you kind of know each other, and so you're like, "Oh yeah, I get it, man." And you're in with it, so you don't realize what you're actually like. And when you actually see people taking it, when you're not taking it, you're like, whoa, it turns everyone into a dickhead. And then it turns me, so that means it must turn me into a dickhead. But everyone wants a bit. Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, even if I went out now and someone said, "Do you want just like one or something in the pub?" I'd just be like, "Yeah, all right," because I know it'd be disappeared for after an hour, and I'd be all right again. But everyone wants a bit, and you're the man with a yeah. This is the other thing as well. It's got like a people come round you, don't they? Everyone wants a bit, like fucking. It's got a weird. It's not a stigma, but it's got like a weird energy to it. Like people follow you around party or. I've even had it before where you can see people are like laughing at your jokes more and like saying how cool you are and shit to like try and get some more out of you and shit. Yeah, it's best thing, man. There's just no point. I mean, I was only taking it like on a weekend, one night of a weekend. I weren't just smashing like bags on a Tuesday afternoon and shit. That's fucking that's mad. That means you like what that proves. What that what that proves about you, there, being man, is you're stronger minded. You've got a stronger mind than the shit because you're beating it by going. Think my way around that. It's a good thing. Yeah, ket, mate. I had one experience on ketamine. One experience. I went to a party in a house. Loads of people that I knew. It wasn't a big one. It was just like 20, 30 people. And someone said just before everyone turned up, they were putting the decks up, and everyone was making the noise for the decks. And someone said, "Oh, do you want like a wee bit of speed?" Like train spotting, spud. Like, oh, a wee bit of speed. And I was like, "Cheers, mate." And I had like a couple of dabs. I thought like, oh, that'd make my party a bit more interesting. Yeah, it's horse tranquilizer, mate. Fucking some chemical shite that is. Even though they do use it for medical these days. If you break your arm or your leg or something, ambulance crew will just give you fucking ketamine. Even though I watch those programs of like air ambulances and stuff, it doesn't actually stop you feeling pain. How about that? It doesn't stop you feeling pain. It just means you can't remember it. That's why they use it. Because it just confuses you and you're just like, you can't remember the pain. So you're not like, oh, that hurt earlier. But it doesn't actually numb the pain at all. So it tranquilizes your brain to think differently. You can't remember, basically. It shuts out the memory of the pain, which I thought was interesting. But yeah, I ended up having a couple of dabs in this party. And like the skirting board around the house, around the bottom of the wall, I literally like collapsed in a corner with my head like on this like inch of a skirting board like that. And I was like, And it was just like that for like 4.5, 5 hours. Yeah, opioids weird as well. I don't like opioids. They make my fucking. They make me feel sick. I've had opioids a couple of times when they're like broken or dislocated ankles and stuff like that. Busted my shoulder and stuff, and like it just makes me sick, dude. But yeah, I just ended up asleep on this like skating board around the house. On this like all I can remember is it was like that wide, and my head was resting on it, and that was it, and that's all I could remember. That's all I could think about, just going round and round. And people were coming up to me in the party and like going, "You all right?" And I was like, just staring at them like blank, and they were like, "If you're okay, can you like move your eyes?" And I was like, move my eyes, and they were like, "Oh, it's okay," and then they just wander off. And it was like about 4 or 5 hours, and I was just like, and it just party just happening, people stepping over me and walking around me and shit, and I was just like, but that's because someone told me it was speed, so they technically spiked me, dickhead. But yeah, that's my one. That's my one ketamine story, um, and I think the fucking whole thing's pointless. But I know that people take cat with something else, don't they? They like have a ketamine thing, and then they have like a amphetamine or a MDMA or something, and it like balances them out or some shit. I don't know. Waking up in hospital with pancreatitis, but I blacked out. Yeah, I had my not pancreas. It was my appendix. I had my appendix out, and that's when I had some morphine and like rancid, mate. It just made me feel grim. And even the what do they call it, anesthetic and all that. I'm terrible with it. It took me like 2 days to properly come out of the anesthetic. When I was going into the anesthetic, I was chatting shit. When I came out of the anesthetic, nurses were like, "Can you stop swearing?" And I was like, "Fucking no!" I just felt drunk as fuck. I didn't know what I was saying or anything. It was horrible. When you were in Australia, dude, what are you doing in Australia? You're working out there. Is there someone else in here? Who's lurking in my life? Come and say hello. Don't be shy. I'm not talking shit anyway. Yeah, what are you doing in Australia, dude? That's in. On a working holiday, but COVID fucked you. So you were over there when COVID like happened, or were you? You must have been. Yeah, you must have already been there on a working holiday, and then COVID. What did you have to come back? Or you got COVID while you were there? That's crazy, man. Australia through COVID was sketchy, mate. There was some sketchy police shit going on. There was some crazy politics going on. They were putting people in holding cells and all sorts of madness. Never had COVID. Good man. I don't think I have really. Well, I had a bit of a proper cold, but I fought it off, whatever it was. So it can't have been. Oh, can't have been that bad. I've got a bad neck though. I know that. I've got like fucking bumps in the back of my neck. I need some Swedish, fat Swedish bird to like stand on my back and like straighten it all out. So I'm sitting in here and carving and fucking not sitting properly all the time. Immigration was shut for 2 years. What? Just shut immigration. Like, yeah, we don't need that. So you had to come back home. Crap. So how long did you end up? How long were you out there for then? Were you out there for long before you came back? Oh, you had to stay there while it was shut for 2 years, and then you had to come home. Oh, so you're there for 4. Oh, that's good. So at least you got like a chance to see Australia, but it was Australia in COVID, so it was fucked. Crazy, man. Sketchy. COVID was so weird. Seemed like it. Don't know. It's weird. It's like the immigration thing. It's only happening in like Australia, Canada, America, Britain, and Europe. Like it's not happening in China. It's not happening in Japan. It's not happening in New Zealand, but it's not happening in like Singapore. You're trapped in a hostel for 4 years. Probably, dude. Yeah. Well, I believe, not like trying to be super clever or anything, but I believe that everyone after COVID, because everyone went through something, they lost someone, or they knew someone who lost someone, or someone they knew got really sick, or they had to stay in the house for ages, or they had to swap jobs, or they had to keep going to work, or something happened. Everyone went through a bit of something in COVID. I think pretty much everyone after COVID has got PTSD. I think the whole Western world, a lot of the Western world, especially Britain, I reckon everyone's basically got PTSD. No, just come out of COVID and it's like we're at war with Russia and blah blah blah. It's like that's why I don't listen to the news, dude. It's fucked. But yeah, basically, I think everyone's just tweaked, and it's probably the same for yourself, man. Look, I lost a truck, a bit of a business, and like I was just starting out. Like I just got my truck, I just got business going, and I was just floored it all because I was doing DIY, and so everyone did their own DIY, and I ended up with no work, and so I just tossed it off and went out on a motorbike for 3 years. Basically, that's what I did for like 2, 3 years, and so yeah, it didn't do me no favors. Pretty much did my head in, and I don't say I got anxiety from it, but I've got anxiety from other things a little bit. But yeah, I think everyone got a bit of something through COVID, and it tapped everyone's head. Wow, yeah, that sounds horrific, mate, and it's probably got a lot to do with if you feel like you've got anxiety. Yeah, that's like well, it's PTSD, isn't it? It's post trauma. That's traumatic. That's a traumatic experience that you've experienced. You've had trauma happen to you, and so you're dealing with it in a certain way. You know, everyone can have a bit of trauma, but after you moved to after after that, you moved to Adelaide. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least you got out of there. But yeah, I would imagine something like that. You should go look it up. Go look it up on the internet. Go and chat to someone because it seems like something that you could get your head around maybe if you got the right people to talk to about it. But I'm a massive advocate for men's mental health, mate. Because I've had my own issues and I've seen other men around me have their issues and they're not saying nothing. Like you said, you want to go to the police, but you're a bloke, so you didn't, yeah. But yeah, everyone's got a bit of something. But that sounds like something you could perhaps talk to someone and get your head around a little bit. Would rather we speak over the phone? Yeah, well, sometimes they do that. If you talk to a doctor or I don't know, what do they call them, like a counsellor or someone for talking therapies and stuff. Yeah, maybe you could sort that out. But it's definitely worth pursuing because that sounds like it's quite traumatic. But at the same time, I think you're quite a strong person and you could probably get your head around that and probably make yourself feel quite a lot better by just um, speaking with someone about it. You know what I mean? And like seeing what they say and doing things to cope with it. Seems like everything's a coping mechanism, isn't it? That's what you got to do. You ain't got to be perfect. You've got to just. We should speak over the phone. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe at some point. You never know. I'm around on here all the time anyway, but yeah, maybe at some point I'll drop we'll drop a number and you can chat or something. I mean, I'm not much help to be honest because I'm in a. The only reason I've got anything to say about it whatsoever is because my mental health's fucking dog shit. So I've got like experience and an ability to think what would be better, but I'm like better in some ways at helping other people. I'm not very good at helping myself. So, you know, yeah, maybe we'll do that at some point. You know, I'm not up for it, but obviously, like random person on YouTube, even though I kind of know you a little bit. I've been talking to you for fucking half an hour since Ryan disappeared. But yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, well, this is what I find about a lot of people. I find a lot of people are similar. Fucking hair in my ear. A lot of people are similar. A lot of guys. They'll give you loads of advice, and they'll even like, well, some might give you advice, and they'll even like do something for you sometimes. But then they come at you with a problem that they've got, and it's like, why you got that problem? You just helped me with my problem. And I find a lot of people are like that. It's hard to help yourself. It's not hard to help yourself. It's maybe you just accept who you are or something, and you don't think to help yourself. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've not worked it out fully yet. I'm still going through things in my head, but a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like that. They can kind of see how to get other people around their problems, but they can't get around their own problems. I'm the same basically. My father passed away like 2 years ago, nearly year and a half. What was it? September. Yeah, it's September this year. End of this year, it'll be 2 years. So it's like a year and a half. And I'm living with mum. I've inherited like a whole garden that's completely overgrown that I'd love to do stuff with. I'd love to build a shed and like grow vegetables and like have a little water fountain and a little fire pit so I can go and sit with my mates. I can sit with my fucking self and have a fire. And I want to get a carving thing set up outside so I can go carving outside and like collecting wood and all that. But I looked at it last week. I went out because it had been cold, and I've been outside because it's been warm. And I just looked at the garden. I was just like, I don't even know where to start, man. That's crazy. Um, but if someone came to me and said, like, do you want to help me do this? I'd just be like, yeah, yeah, I'll come and help you. Don't know what it is. Just this switch in my brain that's like weird. Like, I'm happy to like chat. I'm happy to chat with you, dude. I'm happy to chat on here with you. And like over the next few weeks, like I'll be doing some lives. You could be in here and chat whatever you want. But at some point, at some point in the future, if you want, if you need that or whatever, then you know you could chat. I'll somehow we'll figure out a way to like message each other or something, and maybe chat with you one time on the phone myself, really. But I'm not really great at chatting on the phone unless I know someone or whatever. But either way, it'd be cool, dude. We'll sort something. I'm here if you want to say something or message me or listen or whatever. So it's cool, man. Because I can see us, and so it's nice for other people to know that someone's there if you want to chat. You know, this is probably one of the things that I'm going to end up doing through this channel is like not necessarily meeting people, but like helping people, doing a bit of woodwork, doing a bit of like I don't know, and it'll help me. I think not just doing it to help other people, but I think it'll help me realize that I'm okay in some ways and I'm useful. But I think what happens on my live stream, I don't know if you're, I think you're still there, but I don't know if your messages come through. And I've just clicked over 2 hours again. So I think at like the 2 hour point, my chat just freezes up. My phone can't handle any more information, basically. And this is what it did last time. At the about 2 hour mark, it was about 2 hours and 20 minutes when I turned it off. And for 20 minutes, the chat was frozen. So I'm assuming that's basically what's happened again, dude. Um, but through like encouraging you to go and do videos and show your bees and do some other stuff like that, I'm hoping that I'll just encourage you anyway. But at some point, I'm happy to chat with you on the phone. Get to know each other a bit better, so that like I feel a bit more confident chatting with you. If you know what I mean, just chat shit. Because this is just me chatting shit. But yeah, I reckon the chat's frozen because you would have probably written something by now. Either way, so but I'm still here. I'll be live maybe tomorrow afternoon, maybe. Um, like going a walkabout or something. But yeah, I think my chat at like 2 hours at the 2 hour mark, I think my chat just like can't handle anymore, so it cuts itself off. And to be fair, it's probably about midnight. It is exactly midnight. Boom. Yeah. So I'll probably disappear to bed, and still not drink my water. But yeah, I'm gonna disappear to bed and turn all lights off in here and that because it's a bit late. But I'm here, dude. So don't worry. We'll get like maybe we'll get like a little group going with like yourself, Ryan, a couple of the others, maybe even Charlotte or anyone else who wants to be involved, whatever, and sort out some little safe space where we can chat about stuff like that and have it like maybe on a Thursday night or something, maybe on a 1 day a week where we can all come in and chat and say I feel like this happened and it freaked me out. And now I understand it's just clicked. I'm a bit slow, but it's just clicked about what you were saying about getting beaten up or having this like little fight in the shop with the fucking crackhead. And it's just twigged with me like that's probably really bothered you and affected you because it's going to be a similar thing in it. So I hope you're all right, dude. I hope you're good. Um, just stick with it because you're all good, mate. You did the right thing. You videoed it. Take piss on the internet. Have a laugh about it. Don't be so serious about things like that as well. Have a bit of a sense of humour about it. It's a really good way of getting around stuff as well. But yeah, I get why now you said um, about it and why it's affected you so much. I get it now. Yeah, that when you because I said I'll go and I was thinking, oh, I'll go and have a look at that video what you made, and then it's just twigged like, hold on a minute, yeah, some sort of violent altercation. You're not going to really enjoy that, are you? So, but yeah, I'm here, dude. Just go on one of my videos and fucking send me a message, whatever you want to do. But I'm glad you're here chatting and shit. I'm always there for anybody. Oh, it's come back. It says I think your chat's cut off, bro. Walked away. That's all I could do, but I won't post because on YouTube. Yeah. Well, either way, mate. But the way to think about it is a little bit more like light-hearted, and sometimes it's difficult to do that, especially when people say something stupid like what I just said. But yeah, humor is always the way forward, man. But yeah, send us a message. I always get a notification, so I'll always see your message within a couple of minutes, probably, and I'll get back to you whenever I can. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm happy to chat away. And your dog bit him. Well, I won't worry about it, dude. To be honest, I won't worry about it. I don't think you're gonna get into any trouble over that. Um, oh, a little chihuahua. Yeah. To be honest, mate, the guy's not gonna wake up and remember, is he? Do you know? And he's just gonna be some like wrong, and so no one's gonna care. That's a pretty bad thing to say, but no one's gonna care about him, are they? So what I'm saying is, don't feel like you're gonna get into trouble over it or anything like that, because you're probably not, mate. The guy's never even going to remember, is he? He's never going to remember. Um, so I won't worry about your dog or anything. Oh, the best thing you can do there is purposely think about not how you felt or like how angry or how scared you were or anything like that, but just think about like that happened. I was man enough to walk away because you know the guy's a junkie, so you're not going to start beating him up or anything. So you've walked away and you've done the right thing and you've been the bigger person over it and just let that kind of like, yeah, yeah, I kind of like agree with myself there a little bit. I did the right thing. And just acknowledge it in your brain and just sort of go, yeah, yeah, I did the right thing there. And pat yourself on the back kind of thing, you know? And maybe it'll help you feel less anxious about it, maybe, and less worried about it. Because a lot of the times you're just going over it in your head. It's like, oh, fucking hell, what happens if the police turn up tomorrow and like this junkie's like fucking. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I won't worry about it too much and do that little exercise where think about it in your own mind and think, yeah, I did the right thing there. I walked away and I'm good. Yeah, yeah, it's fair enough. I don't think you got anything to worry about though. I will say that. I think you're fine. I don't think anything's gonna come of it. Um, but it makes sense if it makes you feel a little bit better, you know. But I don't think anything will come of that. The way you've described it, the guy's not even going to remember, is he? In the morning. But you know, if like I say, whatever makes you feel better. Yeah, it's a dog. It's what it's going to do, isn't it? If someone attacks you and you're holding a dog and your dog attacks that person, it's like, well, who threw the first stone? You know, you started fucking attacking everyone. Yeah, there you go. You see, and probably you're never going to hear anything about it ever again. Most likely, yeah, that you're never going to hear anything about it ever again. But just for your own sake, just do that. Just do that little exercise before you go to sleep. Some point before you go to sleep, where it's cold, where you put your phone down, make sure there's nothing like going crazy and all that, and then just literally think about it. Close your eyes and think about like how it happened, what happened, and then just think like, well, I um, did the right thing and justify it. Like you said, your dog was just doing a job. Eve, is that a dog? Yeah. Loads of people saw it happened, but allow yourself to like have that thought to yourself and sort of like go, yeah, and savor it and think about it and like, yeah, I did the right thing, and it might make you feel a bit less anxious maybe about the whole situation. I hope it does anyway, dude. Yeah, like say, just a junkie, heaps of witnesses. You know in your heart whether you did something stupid or not. You know. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, do it. But when you get off of here, do the same thing. Go get into your head and just let the feeling of like it's okay. Nothing. I did nothing wrong. You know, everything's natural world. Everything's how it should have happened. He did this, dog did that, blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, and just kind of like let it wash over you and out of you a little bit. That you're just like, I kind of I did the right thing there, man. And yeah, if it's already made you feel a little bit less anxious already, just thinking about it, talking about it, then that's a good thing, yeah. And that means that if you give it like a couple of minutes in your mind, just go over it. And, yeah, okay, I did the right thing, and then like pat on the back, get in bed, and tomorrow's a new day, isn't it? That's the way to do it, man. It's the way to think about it. Just keep everything as light as you can. Have a laugh. And yeah, I'll be around tomorrow as well, doing some carving or walking about. I might go for a walk about in the woods. Don't know if I get a signal down there, but I'll go for a wander. Might go for a bike ride first, actually. I could do a live from Matlock or something, couldn't I? Share everyone the bikes. But yeah, try not to think too much about it as well, dude, because we build these things up in our heads, don't we? And we make them a big deal, and sometimes they're just not. Not saying it's not a big deal because it is. Obviously, you're worried about it, but yeah, just let it go into your head that you're like, yeah, I'm all right. I think I did the right thing there, and I shouldn't be worried about it too much. And have a laugh in your head about it, and think like, how fucking mad was that? How crazy is that? And just have a laugh about it. And sometimes humor is like, well, laughter's the best medicine, isn't it? So sometimes looking at things humorously, it can help loads. Can help a great deal. Um, just thinking like, fucking hell, that was mental. You know what I mean? That's how people deal with things, isn't it? Just having a laugh. But if it made you feel less anxious, dude, I'm glad. I'm happy for you. But the chat disappeared and it came back, and then so I hope you're good, dude. I hope you're good. And I've got your I'm subscribed to your channel anyway. I'll be able to find you. You'll be in my subscription too. But yeah, I'm going to disappear to bed. So I appreciate you being on here and chatting away. And I hope you're good, man. But yeah, just think, let it kind of, that happened. It was funny. It was a bit mad. Cool, whatever. Another day tomorrow, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna bugger off to bed, turn all these lights off and shit, and get some sleep myself, so I can get up and do something tomorrow. But I do appreciate you being here, dude. Whether you're still here, you can't comment, or it's not working, or some shit. But I do appreciate you being here, dude. But I'm gonna disappear to bed, so take it steady, mate. And just send me, like I say, just send me a comment, a message, something. I'll say hello. I'm always here. Um, but yeah, take it steady, man. I will see you on the next one tomorrow, whatever. But take it steady. Night, dude. You are here. I'm glad. I'm glad you're listening. But yeah, take it steady, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, mate. Still can't get out of it.